Okay, boys and girls, welcome back. This is Miss Pridmore. This is grade 2, module 7, lesson 12, the problem set. And it says solve using the arrow way, a number bond, or a tape diagram. Okay, let's get right to it. Number 1, Jeremy has 80 cents. How much more money does he need to have? $1. So I think they mean how much more money does he need to make $1, but still, okay? How much more money does he need? This is why I underlined how much more, right? That's one of our key phrases that lets you know we could either count on to get there or we could subtract. Now let's take a look at this. So they've given us two different forms of money. Here we have 80 cents. Here we have $1. So you need to know that $1 equals 100 cents. And that's going to make it so much easier for you, right? So now all you're doing is counting from 80 to 100. That's really easy, isn't it? All right, so I'm going to do a number bond for this one because it's not tricky at all for me. So, I'm sorry, I put the wrong number up here. I want to start by writing my whole at the top, or you could do it at the bottom. Okay, this is my whole, 100 cents, right? That's the number I want to get to. Here is one part, 80 cents, and then I just need to know how much more I'm going to need to make 100. Well, if you know that 100 minus 80 is 20, then you're good to go. You can just write 20. But what if you don't? What if you're not quite sure? That's where you can count on, right? Now you can see that both of these numbers end in 0, so I know I can count by tens and get there. So I'm going to start at 80, count by tens, and figure out how much more I added to get to 100. So here we go, 80, 90, 100. How many tens did we add? 2, right? That's 20. 20 cents. So now we want to make our answer statement. Not everyone does this, but Miss Pridmore makes her class do this, right? So, how much more money does he need to have? We're going to take every word from the question. He need 20 cents? No, we need to add an S to it. So we're going to take the word need and put an S on the end. He needs to have 20 cents more, right? So here we go. Ready? He needs, and I'm going to take out to have. I'm just going to add 20 cents more to have $1. There it is. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. It says, Abby bought a banana for 35 cents. She gave the cashier $1. How much change did she receive? Okay, so how much did she buy the banana for? 35 cents. That means that the price of this banana was 35 cents. How much did she have? Well, she had $1. How much is $1 again in cents? Yeah, it's 100 cents. She gave it to the cashier, but see, the cashier's not going to keep all 100 cents because the banana only cost 35. So how are we going to find out how much change she got back? Right, we're going to subtract, right? So we can do this a couple of ways, right? We could subtract using vertical subtraction and then show a number bond or a tape diagram or even arrow way. Or we could just use arrow way to get there. Let's do both. That way we can double check ourselves, okay? Oops, is this stopped? Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start at 35 cents, and remember, I'm going to 100, right? So 35 cents. What's the first thing I want to do? Right, I want to make this a nice, friendly number, okay? So I want it to end in 0 just like the 100 does, right? I want my ones column to be matching. So I'm going to plus 5. I'm going to add 5 cents so that 35 cents becomes 40 cents. Now it's easy peasy lemon squeezy because I know that 40 plus 60 makes 100. But let's pretend I didn't. How could I figure it out? I start at 40 and now I can count up by tens to get to 100. So let's do that now. Put 40 in your brain and let's count on. So we have 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. How many more did we add? Right, we added 6 tens, didn't we? Okay, so 6 tens is 60. So all together, now we have 100 cents. We're good. We're stopping right there, right? No, we can't stop right there. We still have to look and add up everything that we put over the arrows so we know how much more we needed. She got back, I'm sorry. So 60 plus 5 is how much, guys? Yeah, 65, right? So she should get 65 cents back if we did everything correctly, right? So let's just write 65 cents over here on the side. Now let's double check our work by doing vertical subtraction. Okay, can I take 5 from 0? No. Can I come over here and unbundle a 10? Nope, because there's no 10s to unbundle. So I'm going to have to unbundle a 100. So I take it. Now I'm going to bring it to the 10s. So now I have 10 10s, 0 1s. Well, I still can't take 5 from 0 1, so now I need to unbundle one of the 10s and bring it over here to the 1s. Now I have 9 10s and 10 1s. So 10 1s minus 5 1s is 5. And 9 10s minus 3 10s is 6. Do our answers match? They sure do. So how much change did she receive? We're going to say right from our question, we're going to get our answer statement. She received, right? She received 65 cents. She received, don't you spell that incorrectly because it's right here for you. All you have to do is put a D at the end. She received 65 cents, and you can say from the cashier, or you could just say period right there. She received 65 cents. Okay. If you're in Ms. Pridmore's class, I want you to pause this video and go ahead and do number 3 by yourself, okay? I'm going to keep going so that you can come back when you're done with your own number 3 and double check your work with mine. All right, it says Joseph spent 75 cents of his dollar at the arcade. How much does he have left? Okay, well, the only thing we haven't used yet, so far we've used Arrowway and Number Bond, but we still haven't used a tape diagram. So let's do that now. So here's the tricky part, right? It says Joseph spent 75 cents of his dollar. Again, they're using dollar and cents, so you need to know that dollar is 100 cents. And that's going to be your whole, isn't it? Yeah. So let's go ahead here and make 100. Okay. Now, how much did Joseph spend? He spent 75 cents, right? Is 75 a little more or a little less than half? Yeah, it's more than half. So I want to make sure that the 75-cent piece of tape goes more than halfway across my 100, right? So I'm going to write down here because it's I made this kind of small. I'm going to put 75 here, right? And then I don't know how much this part is, but that's what I'm solving for. How much money he has left, that's going to represent right here. How much is this part? Okay? Now all together, I know that 75 plus that question mark area is going to give me how much? 100 cents, right? So now I just need to solve. Now I can do this a couple ways. I can, from here, use arrow method to count on until I get to 100. Or if you remember my Miss Primmore's trick of quarters, the 25, 50, 75, 100, then you already know how much more you need. If you have 75 cents, how much more do you need to get to 100 cents? That's right. You need 1/4 or 25 cents. So if I know that when I've spent 75 cents out of $1, I still have 25 cents left. I know how much money he has left, right? Or I could look at it this way. I could say 100 minus 75 is, right? Because he had 100 cents, he spent 75 of it. Okay, so let's double check our work by using, again, vertical subtraction. Can I take 5 from 0 ones? Nope. Can I unbundle a 10? Nope, there's no 10s to unbundle, so I need to unbundle 100. I bring it over to my 10s column, but I still don't have any 1s, so I need to unbundle one of these 10s and bring it over to the 1s. So 10 minus 5 is going to give me 5, and 9 10s minus 7 10s is 2. There we go. He has 25 cents left. Now here we go. We have he. We can't say have. He have 25 cents left. We have to change this word to has, right? He has 25 cents. There's your word left right in the question. He has 25 cents left. Okay?